Kwasu Zamani is getting his dough ready for the oven. The bread producer says the extra cost of having to provide his own alternative power supply is taking a toll on the business.
We occasionally experience 3-day power outages, forcing us to rely on generators to bake bread daily. The increasing expenses for ingredients, coupled with the need to purchase fuel for our generator, are contributing to our overall production costs.
Consumers say prices are going up and they are being forced to compromise on what they buy.
Before, I used to buy bread 1,000, but now it's 1,300. It has gone up.
I went to the market. I couldn't buy all the things I want. So if the price is continuing like this, I don't know how the poor man will feed himself.
Locally manufactured products in Nigeria have become 40% more expensive due to poor power supply, according to the Center for African Studies at the Nanyang Technology University. Households and businesses depend on grid electricity, which has the capacity to generate up to 12,000 megawatts, but has for years been distributing only an average of 4,000 megawatts, which is often irregular in its supply. Inadequate transmission and distribution facilities have been blamed. Economic experts say the lack of electricity impacts manufacturers competing in the international market and has a negative impact on the economy.
The impact is that our manufacturers are unable to compete anywhere in the world. We cannot compete even in Africa. When the cost of production is high, it affects the cost of goods and services. And when the cost of goods and services is high, it pushes inflation, cost push inflation. And of course, this whole thing will fall back to the consumers again.
Nigeria's government says it is planning to invest $20 billion as part of measures to boost electricity generation and stabilize the national grid. The Ministry of Power says the investment will be used in establishing new power plants and transmission lines in a bid to increase electricity generation to at least 20,000 megawatts by 2026. Analysts say the government should ensure that it attracts investments to the power sector and also focus on clean energy sources.
Government should look at getting people interested in investing. You can have small power generating companies all over the place. The government should look at other alternative sources of power supply, wind energy, solar energy. Luckily for us as a country, we have a lot of sunlight. If there is power, the impact is, it has a multiplier effect. Production will go on, our goods will compete locally and internationally, and which means more productivity, our GDP will go up, inflation will come down, employment will go up, insecurity will drop.
But until investments in Nigeria's power sources start to take hold, businesses like Kwasu Zamani's will have to deal with higher energy and production costs to remain in business. Ajak Mangut, CGTN, Abuja.